Hello, everyone. This is me, Professor Stephen Mendoza, and today we'll be going over week 6 business activity, oversea adventure. All right, so use the information from chapter 9 of your textbook and consider what it might be involved in pursuing a job opportunity in another country. So step 1, consider the following scenario. U.S. college graduates with business or technical backgrounds are highly sought after by companies that operate in India. If you qualify and are willing to relocate, you could find yourself working in Bangalore or New Delhi for some multinational company like Intel, Citibank, or a pharmaceutical company. Learning how to live and work in a foreign country can build self-confidence and make you more attractive to future employers. To get a glimpse of what it would be like to live and work in India, read the following articles. There's two articles linked here. Step 2 is research jobs in India. So visit Monster India to search for real jobs. You can also look up LinkedIn or any other website that shares job applications. In the keyword box, enter a topic you are interested in. Do not create a counter enter personal information. Note, when selecting the job, ignore its actual location. So preview at least 5 jobs. So look for 5 jobs that are out of India, and the companies in which they are, and maybe include some roles and responsibilities or some job summaries, or maybe even some requirements. Now, if you had one of these jobs, what would your job entail? So kind of elaborate on kind of what those key responsibilities look like. Kind of think about what a day in the life would look like. Maybe there's some YouTube videos online that you can see working in India or working in India for this specific company that you found earlier. Do your research, try to get a better understanding of what that job looks like. Next question is, what do you think living and working in India would look like? And again, this is a fictitious scenario, but you'd be surprised how much international opportunities there are if you pursue a career in business. Maybe it's not India, but maybe there's other companies, or sorry, countries across the world that you may be offered a job opportunity with. For purposes of this example, talk about India, share a little bit more about what do you think it would be like to live over there? What do you think it'd be like working in there? Again, be resourceful, look at the internet, find some videos on YouTube of kind of what people's experiences have been. And again, spend some time looking at even places that you'd be interested in living. Where are the major employers located at? So just kind of spend some time looking at that. What aspects would you enjoy? Now, think about the pros. Maybe you'd love to explore a new country, understand and see its beauty, from visiting temples to immersing yourself in kind of nature and discovering ancient heritage sites. Maybe you really feel drawn to the food of India. Um, Maybe you'd like to try that local cuisine. Just truly um, kind of entertain this hypothetical scenario. And if you feel like truly you don't see yourself working in India, I don't mind if you swap India for another country that you actually would be interested in doing the research for. So if you say Spain or Mexico, then yeah, maybe instead of all the times that it's mentioned India, swap that out for Mexico or Spain, whatever you feel. But I just want you all to kind of start thinking of things from an international perspective and start thinking about what you'd like and what you wouldn't like. And I want to see that you're doing the research. So here, question is, what would you dislike? Um, every city is going to have its pros and cons. Every country is going to have its pros and cons. Every job's going to have its pros and cons. If you are going to continue focusing on India, think about what are the potential cons? Maybe it's overpopulation. Maybe it's challenging working in an overcrowded city. Um, maybe there's cultural shocks that potential employees might face. Think think about it from that perspective and really go into further supporting these claims. So, what challenges would you face as an expat? What opportunities would you have? I can think if I was to work internationally at a place like India, perhaps there could be some culture shocks. Maybe there might be some language barriers. Um, Maybe it might be difficult for me to communicate fully with others. Maybe feeling like an outsider, that could be an additional challenge. Um, but there also could be opportunities. The fact that you're seeing things from a fresh perspective. You may have American education. That could be something that's very valued over there. Um, and then next question is, how would the experience of working in India help you in your future career? Ooh, the truth is, anytime you can develop your international business acumen, that will 100% help you in the long run. You'll be able to kind of see things like from different perspectives. You'll be able to understand how the Indian consumer thinks of things. You'll be able to have connections within this location that you can tap into in the future. Maybe you feel like this is going to be your long-term play. I've worked in corporate America for a good amount of time, and I've been so shocked to see where like people that I work with at say my past employer at Wells Fargo, where they end up going. And because of their movements, I now have a network that is not just in Wells Fargo. They go on to other places that they work at. And so my network has completely expanded in size and reach. And it's all because I spent the time building connections there. If you work in India, maybe those connections go to other countries, and you now have an international set of connections. Think through this and share your examples below. Last is, would you be willing to take a job in India for a year or two? Why or why not? Why not? Now, again, think about this. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your reservations. I'd love to kind of see the opportunities that you see and benefits you see from doing this. And so this is a really open-ended question for you to kind of really uh, think deeply about international job. All right. With that, I'm excited to kind of read through your answers. Let me know if you have any questions, and next week we'll go over week 7.